Yeah,
I think that
not a good idea.
Yeah, you just don't
Bring
mock
some
people
reasons,
with disabilities.
Sonny.
I mean,
You don't mock
you
people.
don't mock people. I was going to say you just don't mock people
Whoopi,
at all.
easy. You had your
and
time.
and I admire Jasmine Crockett. I do think she's an effective messenger. I think this was a mistake, and I think when you make a mistake, you have to own it.
Yeah.
You have to do that
Agreed.
because it
Gotta
gives you
do
a lot
it.
more credibility when you do that. I did not know that Governor Abbott was a paraplegic. I had no idea that he went around, and the people in the audience all started shaking their heads. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was a tree fell on him when he was 26. A lot of his photos are taken from the step down, from the waist up. But she is the representative from Texas, so she very much so must have known that he is in a wheelchair. And so I hope that she does the right. They want to censure her for it, and I don't know that that's not appropriate, but it is appropriate for her to apologize.
If you
Oh my God.
Response, and Sonny actually goes last, but I agree with a few of the takes on here. Let's take a listen.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott responded to a comment made about him by Jasmine Crockett, and we're going to show you. Take a look.
All right, so we're gonna move. We already saw that.
Abbott's transfer. She says she was. Now, Congresswoman Crockett denies she was mocking Abbott's disability. She says she was referring to his use of trains, planes, and automobiles to transfer migrants around the country. She should not have made the comment at all. But Joy.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking when I saw
Ain't no
this
but.
about, where was the outrage from Abbott when Trump was doing this?
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said.
Well, that was about a reporter named Serge.
I don't know how Governor Abbott responded to that. I know I didn't like it. I know I voiced it. It is what it is. I mean, that's probably around the time where I really wasn't messing with Trump. But just like you're going to see later in the show where I call Trump out on certain stuff, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't have any loyalty. Like, I don't understand why we've pledged this allegiance to a lot of these people. We pledge more of an allegiance to our favorite politicians that will never meet, that we pledge more allegiance to them. We'll vouch for them more than we'll vouch for our parents, more than we'll vouch for our girl, our husband, our wife, our kid. We'll vouch for these politicians. We'll look at everything they say, giving them the benefit of doubt. But meanwhile, when we talking to our parents or we talking to our brother and sister, we assume the worst. How does this happen?
Kovaleski, who suffered from a condition that restricts joint movement.
Let me be very clear. That was terrible what Trump did. Insensitive. And I don't care if he denied. I don't care if he denied it. There's no but to it. It was wrong. It's always going to be wrong. He should have apologized. And it is what it is. It was wrong. Terrible. Despicable. Whatever word that you want to use. I didn't like it then. I don't like it now.
And he had interviewed Trump many times in the 80s. So he was basically making fun of the guy's disability. And I didn't hear the outrage then. Not that she's right or wrong.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about
Nobody
her,
should be
she was
yeah.
looking for a way to say hot mess and hot wheels.
Yeah.
And, you should leave that stuff to the comedians.
I think she should just own it because Jasmine Crockett is a very talented politician.
Yeah.
Crockett, sorry. Is a very talented communicator, politician. She's effective. People gravitate towards her. This was beneath her because Marjorie Taylor Greene, we expect that. That's the only way she can get a headline is by saying crazy stuff and then everyone looks. Representative Crockett is so much better than this. So I think it would have been really relatable because the rest of that speech, if you watch it, she's really impassioned. She says, I'm going off script. What I love a politician to do is say, you know what, I said that. I shouldn't have said that, and then move on because then everyone would move on with her. Yeah. She's just too good for this.
I agree with that because I respect her, but it's just never okay to mock someone's disability, whether you're Donald Trump or Jasmine Crockett. And he was paralyzed from the waist down, Governor Abbott, and when he was 29 years old, a tree fell on him. It's a tragedy, whether you like him or not, that's just off limits. And I think it raises this bigger point that we encounter in the Trump era where just because he or some people like him go low, if we all go low back in response, then you just end up down in the mud. Things don't get better then. And right now, there's this whole question, like, should Democrats fight harder? Should they name call back? Should they shout? I think they should be strategic. I think they should. I don't think that the names help. I think Right now, there's a Wisconsin Supreme Court race that Elon Musk is pouring millions of dollars into to get the Republican seated. Democrats have a chance to fight there and have a strategic, tangible impact. Or Mike Waltz's seat in Florida, the national security advisor, is up in a special election.
Let me fast forward. I just got to fast forward to my favorite person on the show.
What did she say that time?
There was like 3 or 4 examples. Referred to him as Governor Hot Wheels. Said he was rolling up to the White House. Said he. Yeah. Let's
hear that.
You know, they love each other.
I should know.
So that's another
she'd
lie.
made the joke before about him Hot Wheels numerous
And what
times.
did she say that time?
There was like 3 or 4 examples. Referred to him as Governor Hot Wheels. Said he was rolling up to the White House. Said he.
I think that
Not a good idea.
Yeah,
you just don't
Bring
mock
some
people
reason,
with disabilities. I mean, it's
You don't
just,
mock
you
people.
don't mock people. I was going to say, you just don't mock people
Whoopee,
at all.
easy. You had your
and
time.
and I admire Jasmine Crockett. I do think she's an effective messenger. I think this was a mistake, and I think when you make a mistake, you have to own it.
Yeah.
You have to do that
Agreed.
because it
Gotta
gives you
do
a lot
it.
more credibility when you do that. I did not know that Governor Abbott was a paraplegic. I had no idea that he went around, and the people in the audience also are shaking their heads. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was a tree fell on him when he was 26. A lot of his photos are taken from the step down, from the waist up. But she is the representative from Texas, so she very much so must have known that he is in a wheelchair. And so I hope that she does the right. They want to censure her for it, and I don't know that that's not appropriate, but it is appropriate for her to apologize.
If you want me to take.
All right, we're good, Whoopi. Don't trip. We don't need that. We good. You can hold that. So Vons wrote, name calling got Trump elected. It works. I really think that this is the problem when it comes to a lot of non-Trump supporters. People really think that name calling is what got Trump elected. People really think that his policies, at least in the first term, and his perspective on culture compared to what the Democratic perspective on culture, people really feel like it's just name calling. Like I would be more aligned with you, Vons, if you said, instead of saying that it's just name calling, as if you said Trump only won because. Y'all know what it is. It's Dak from the OG Network. Man, I just want to thank y'all. That's right, to thank y'all for all of your tremendous support over the years, whether you've been rocking with us from the beginning or maybe this is the first show that you're checking out on the network. We want to thank you nonetheless. And we have an ask, all right? We have a goal of reaching 20,000 subscribers by the end of March. That's right, 20K by the end of March. It's not a real goal unless you put a date on it. And with that, we need your help. So we ask that if you are enjoying the content that you like, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're feeling real generous, maybe share with some friends and family. All right, I'll let y'all go. And once again, thank you for your continued support. And we look forward to growing with y'all. See y'all soon. Ew. Barack Obama was a black president and the country was pissed off. I would be more aligned with that. I would be more aligned if you said Trump only won, and I'm just thinking of stuff on the go. If you said Trump only won because Kamala Harris was a woman. Like that's Trump only won because of name calling. Like that's, come on now. I think it's a little bit different. I think you're ignoring the fact that the other candidates that a lot of people support can't even say what a woman is. Trump, in a lot of ways, won because look what the Democrats push. The Democrats, Vons, let me be clear. Hold up, Vons, you don't even agree with the Democrats. You don't even agree with the Democrats. So it's like the people that hate Trump and even the people that voted for the Democrats, the people that voted for Kamala I'm talking about, y'all don't even agree with the stuff that, like, most Democrats that I talk to, they don't agree with them. We already went over this. All right, we're moving on. We're gonna move on. What do we have next? I think I pulled up a video. All right, so we talked a little bit about Trump's. We're gonna talk about the tariffs. Let's. It's Dak. Just want to thank you for checking out our video and visiting the OG Network. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure that you give us a like. And if you're looking to join a community of inspired individuals striving for purposeful abundance, subscribe. And if you're feeling real generous, share the video with some friends and family. All right, I'll see y'all soon. Ew.